Hey, my name is Jax. Let me not waste your time. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over everything we know about the new Loki update. Right before we go ahead and get into the video, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing giveaways on lives and in my Discord server, which will be in the pinned comment down below. We're also trying to hit 39k subs by the end of the week, so make sure you subscribe. Like I always say, I don't like to waste time on this channel, so let me not waste any more of yours, and let's just get straight into what got leaked. So we do already know a lot about the Loki update, as you can see on the most recent update when he goes to talk about the codes. Right after we get a message which displays Julian Loki, which obviously is the style that is going to be getting added. Now, there is not a lot to talk about when it comes to Julian Loki. He hasn't been shown a lot in the anime, but he has been shown in the manga. Overall, there has been no sneak peeks, no leaks, and no clips or anything that shows Julian Loki that has been officially released by Blue Lock Rivals. There's only fan-made concepts that they believe are going to get added, which is what I'm going to be doing here. Now, if we head to announcements, they still don't talk about nothing. If we go to from Miro_RBX, the official owner, there still is only just this Julian Loki clip. We can most likely predict what his entire moveset is going to be, because Julian Loki, he's gonna need a lot of moves, and he hasn't really done that much stuff in the manga. So based off of what he's done in the manga and the anime, we can go ahead and analyze that and predict what his moves are going to be, his awakening cutscene, all of that. So remember, this whole video is literally based off predictions. If any sneak peeks drop, you'll know I'll be the first person to make a video on it. Obviously an actual video and not me just re-uploading the 30-second sneak to my channel, because when I upload sneak peeks, I actually go in depth and let you guys know what I think the sneak peek is, how it's going to be implemented, all that. So now let's go and go over how I'm going to be predicting Julian Loki's moves. If we go to the Blue Lock wiki, we're going to see a lot of players, but all we have to do is look at Blue Lock Julian Loki wiki, and when we click on this, it's going to tell us literally everything we know about Julian Loki. Now in paint, let me emphasize this for you guys: a world-class style, which obviously Julian Loki equals world-class. The writing, but if Julian Loki equals world-class, the world-class style equals 6 moves. So let's make 6 little boxes. These will be our 6 moves, and then we'll have a little rectangle right here, which I'm gonna say is the awakening cutscene. So we can already predict, just based off of Julian Loki's style, that he's going to have 6 moves, 3 base moves, 3 awakening moves, and of course his awakening cutscene. So now if we go ahead and talk about Julian Loki here, we get to see that he's obviously a forward archetype and he's a counter attacker because he's fast. So Loki really doesn't have that many moves. He has explosive speed, Godspeed, and Godspeed distortion. The first move is explosive speed. It's Loki's speed is his defining weapon, being able to explosively take off from a neutral position and reach top speed very quickly. This speed is so devastating that Isagi had no chance to react despite Loki being directly in front of him. In addition to this acceleration, he had the endurance to maintain the speed for an extended period of time, and since Julian can angle his dribble, he is able to dribble as wide as his stride, which combined with his speed makes him almost impossible to react or stop. His speed is by far the best in Blue Lock, far surpassing that of Hiyoma Chiguri, Ryusei Shido, and Zantetsu Suguri. I have no idea how to say Zantetsu's last name, don't flame me in the comments. As he was able to effortlessly overcome all of the cleared one team by his lonesome, his speed has also been shown to be faster than Michael Kaiser's Kaiser Impact. Even Yoichi Isagi has described that kind of speed as inhuman. So that's just a little paragraph that describes Julian Loki's speed and his explosive acceleration. Now, a lot of people have also suspected that this guy's style is going to be changed like World 5 or World's Greatest. Why would it be World 5 if we already have World Class? But if they were to add a new style, it'd most likely be something like how Basketball Zero has the Generation of Miracles, or Julian Loki might be the first style that becomes limited. Now that we've talked about Julian Loki, what his style could be, and Julian Loki's main thing that makes him noticeable. Now, Julian Loki's explosive speed most likely won't be a move. We know that Bachira has dribbles, but having that style doesn't just give you an extra dribble. His first move is Godspeed. When Loki is confronted with someone who can read his direction, he's able to shift into an even higher gear of speed to burst past them before they can stop him. He used this to completely evade Rin when he was intercepted. So what I think the first move is going to be is a little move kind of like Rin's opposite turn, but instead you just literally flash past somebody. So Isagi literally got clipped, and this is probably what this move is going to be. I'm just gonna call this move right here Godspeed. I'm just gonna type it in like this. And I think what Godspeed is it's going to be something how Baru kind of has his lion chop feints, where you can use this multiple times before you have to go on a cooldown. So obviously right here, this is what this move is gonna be. Blitzes past him. So we know that Boru has his chop feint, but he really just kind of dashes. This is going to be a 1-frame speed blitz. That's what I think it is. I mean, look at it. This is literally Zenitsu's Thunderclap and Flash. Look at that. So that's what I think this first move is going to be. And obviously this move is going to need to have a person in front of you. And since this move is just a small little dash for a world-class ability, I think you're going to be able to use it twice before the cooldown runs out. And the reason I say this is because literally right after he does this, he tells Rin that he has good foresight, but blitzes past him. Boom. There you go, he literally uses it twice. And right after this clip is what I think is going to be the follow-up move. We see right after Julian Loki blasts past both these guys, he takes a shot. So I think Godspeed, it's going to have to be used 2 times, and then after you use it 2 times, it is going to turn into another move. Let's make this a smaller box up here. It is going to turn into just a regular shot, a Godspeed shot, I don't know, a buffed up shot, kind of like Baru's Predator shot. That's what I believe Julian Loki's first move is going to be. Moving on to his second move. His second move is Godspeed Distortion. When confronted by 2 opponents, Loki makes a single stride in order to bypass them. He used this against Raichi and Hiyori. Now I think what this move is going to be something like Baru chops, where instead you need 2 people in front of you and you literally just chop past them the same way Julian Loki does here. Just blast past 2 people, but instead of stopping and talking, it's kind of just like a zigzag formation, like you're running away from a crocodile. So that's what I believe his second base move is going to be. Holy, it is so hard to draw letters. Godspeed. I'm just going to put a D for distortion. For what I believe his third base move is going to be, we're going to have to go ahead and travel to Blue Lock chapter 277 and scroll down a bit. You get to see Isagi, Loki, and Noah subbing in. This is 1 chapter right after they subbed into the match. Now obviously PHG just scored, so now Noah kicks it off to Isagi. Isagi gets the ball, passes it to Noah, and Noah goes to pass it back, and this is where I think the move is going to be. A move where you can simply just intercept a ball right after it's been passed, because Julian Loki right here, your trap is a bit naive. The slow one dies first, and that's the law of nature. Julian Loki just intercepts the ball instantly. This will be a great little ability for his base moveset, because if we go ahead and add that, I'm not very creative with names, but the name doesn't really matter. This would make 100% sense, because that means that Godspeed, so he has a move that can be used twice to get past 1 person each time. Then once you've done that, you now have a shot activated. You have a move that can get past 2 people instantly fast without having to use your other 1-person move, and you have a stealing ability. So right there, I think that goes ahead and wraps up his base moves. Moving on, we're gonna go ahead and get his awakening cutscene out of the way. But I think Julian Loki's cutscene ability is going to be, I think the Julian Loki awakening cutscene is going to be this right here, where it might wrap around the character. It's gonna be black fog in the background. It's gonna zoom in on your character saying, "Is this okay? At this distance, we've got nothing but weak spots." So it could definitely go in and be this awakening cutscene. It could be this. And what I mean by this, we're gonna have to go to Blue Lock chapter 276, and this is where we get to see Julian Loki sub onto the pitch. Julian Loki subs on, grabs Ren by the collar, asks him, "Renitoshi, we played each other before once, right? I believe it was during Blue Lock's 3rd selection." Julian Loki then says, "It just seems too fun, you made me want to play." Honestly, I don't think this is going to be his cutscene, because this would require somebody subbing on, and that's not really what awakening is in the game. So I think it's going to be the, "Is this okay? You have nothing but weak spots." So I mean, let's go ahead and try to draw this. Boom. I'm not even going to try to draw this, but just imagine, you know what? Here, right here. Boom. Into a little text bubble. Is this okay? There you go. That's his awakening cutscene. Moving on, we have his 3 awakening moves, and obviously his first awakening move is very, very obvious. And for this, we're gonna have to go ahead and go to Blue Lock chapter 279. It literally feels like yesterday this happened, but we're already on to Blue Lock chapter 306. But if we go ahead and go to Blue Lock chapter 279, we're going to see Michael Kaiser taking his Magnus shot. We're gonna see Isagi right here, wondering how he can go ahead and intercept this ball and score as always, but Kaiser, instead of doing his regular Kaiser Impact, does a Kaiser Impact Magnus, and it looks like it's going in right into Isagi, but then it turns and goes to the other corner. All hope looks lost. It looks like Kaiser's about to score, and Julian Loki, out of nowhere, he's moving after he sees it. What? No way, you've got to be kidding me. Jumps all the way up and blocks the ball. Isagi commenting, "No way, that's not human speed. The world calls this kind of sudden mutation a prodigy. The Kaiser Impact is too slow." That's what I believe Julian Loki's first awakening move is going to be. And I believe it's going to have a shot at the goal. I believe somebody's going to have to shoot the ball inside the box. It's going to zoom in on them shooting it, and then it's going to show your character speed blitzing in a cutscene and taking the ball. I'm going to call this move exactly what I think it should be called. Too slow. Amazing. Peak. Honestly, I would love to go ahead and find these myself and figure out what other 2 moves I think are going to be added, but honestly, I have no idea. So for our last resort, we're going to hop on YouTube and type in Julian Loki Blue Lock Rivals concept. And right here, we get to see a ton of videos, which are fan-made concepts. Let's go ahead and see Mattballs, who's a very popular YouTuber who has made content based on concepts and codes, all of that stuff. We're going to go ahead, click on it. Let's check this out. This is Julian Loki's concept. He has Godspeed shot, Godspeed dribble. We exactly predicted this as well. Godspeed dash is something we also predicted. G, awakening. You've got good foresight, but I'm fast. That could definitely be the awakening. They think that there's going to be another Godspeed shot. This time you don't need to dribble, and it's just going to be a super strong Godspeed shot. Godspeed dribble works like Yukimiya's awakening dribble. Presses A to D to change directions. That might actually be a very good idea, I can't lie. That could 100% get added, actually. Moving on, Godspeed defense. While activated, if a ball goes into the penalty area, instantly TP it with a cutscene. This is what we predicted. As you can see right here, he makes the cutscene himself. Beautiful. There you go. So take whatever you want from this video. This is a very well made video. If you want to go ahead and believe this, go ahead and believe it, because I honestly have no idea what it can be for the final 2 moves. So go ahead, use your imagination. Let me know in the comments what you think these moves can be. If you made it this far, comment down W, Julie, and Loki. I'll be hearting and responding to every single one of those comments. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe. We're trying to hit 40K by the end of the week, and we're so close to hitting it. Anyways, make sure you join the Discord, which will be in the pinned comment down below. We do giveaways in there almost weekly. Anyways, have a blessed day, and I'm out, goats. Peace.